So let's see how it turns out. Right, here we go. This is the 30-second mark, and our Pattaya is going to be first right here. All right, and then their Pattaya uses it, but I think we should be able to win here. Oh no, it's Capsaicin. Pattaya is the only one left, and we should be ended here. All right, there we go. Capsaicin super tanky with the new topping setting. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so I have shared this team with you guys before for the new quote-unquote Pattaya standard team within the meta right now, and a lot of people are using it, and of course there are going to be counter to this. However, there has been kind of a new topping setting. It's super simple. It's just simply changing the toppings for Capsaicin, but it's been working out really well in dealing with majority of the 2-2-1 comps as well as even 2-1-2 comps. So let's get into the topping real quick, and it is going to be Hollow with 5 of the Swift Chocolate, and we are going to be going with the damage resist focus and of course the cooldown. The cooldown at least 23% is, you know, the best thing that you guys can get it at, but around, you know, 20%, even below where it's like 17 to 19% still works out. But of course, make sure to focus on the damage resist because Hollow does need to survive and quickly cast her spell to put that damage focus on her. All right, and the next one is going to Capsaicin. So this is going to be the different topping. So previously I've shared with a 5 of the Searing Raspberry. However, with the 5 Solid Almond, it actually allows Capsaicin to prevent him from dying at that even before the 1 minute mark, and he's able to tank, all right, and consistently put that burning debuff onto the enemies, amplifying the amount of damage that he's able to deal as well as the amount of damage Pattaya is able to deal as well. So we have focused on the damage resist and extra attack and crit. We're not going any cooldown or attack speed. That's not really the most important thing. Number 1 is damage resist, and then of course extra attack will definitely help out. Because of the fact that there's no secondary DPS, it's always going to be that Capsaicin and Pattaya are going to take the whistle buff. So there's no real, like, you know, burden to put in Searing Raspberry to match that attack stat. Next one is going to be our Pattaya. Pattaya is going to have 2 different builds. I would personally say going with this one right over here where I have, you know, extra cooldown will definitely help out, all right, in dealing with a lot of the sleep comps and the Stardust. However, going with this comp is fine too. This build where you don't have any cooldown or attack speed, just focusing on the attack, crit, and damage resist, it works out. I'm going to be showcasing it with the cooldown. Next one is going to be our Pure Vanilla. Very similar to before as well, but we are going with the 2 Solid Almond, 3 Swift Chocolate here, focusing around 15 to 17% cooldown, and then of course damage resist. And last one is going to be BTS with 5 of the Swift Chocolate, going 24% at least on the cooldown. And of course, just keep in mind that if you don't have BTS again, you guys can use someone like Parfait, or I would say someone like Herb. Those are going to be the 2 options that you guys probably have because you want the consistent heal. All right, you don't want the burst heal like Cream Puff. It works out, but because Pure Vanilla is already a burst heal, the consistent heal from Parfait and the debuff resist is probably the most direct replacement from BTS, or you guys can use Herb with the Purify as well. But quickly before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that this team is great against majority of the 2-2-1 comps. Great against, I would say, close to around 7 to 80% of the 2-1-2 comps, including this particular team that people are using. But it is going to be weak against attack speed comp as well as frost comps. But anyways, guys, let's get into it and see how well our full Solid Almond Capsaicin is going to do and how well he survives inside of the arena. All right, guys, so here we go. This one's going to be actually a Mala Sauce comp, so there is going to be that stun. But because of the fact that Pattaya has the built-in damage resist buff, all right, even though Pattaya takes that Sign of the Star debuff, it's not too much of a problem. And also because of Capsaicin's kind of pretty high attack stat as well, you know, when he takes the Sign of the Star, he's not going to die off at that 1 minute mark. In a lot of the cases I had when I was actually using Capsaicin with full Searing Raspberry, and I'm sure you guys can relate as well, is that Capsaicin takes the Sign of the Star debuff and then literally dies off or pops that immortality even before that 1 minute mark. And it's already the 30-second mark, and our Capsaicin still alive, still has immortality, you know, buff that, you know, is able to pop. And here we go. We still have heal. We still have everything. And actually, we're going to even win without any of our cookies dying. So the, you know, going with the damage resist, yes, you do sacrifice kind of on the damage aspect of things. However, because of the fact that you are able to drag this on till longer into the battle, where you're able to take advantage of that 1 minute mark, even the 30-second mark with both Capsaicin as well as Pattaya, with the actual amplifying fire damage that you have from Capsaicin, the amount of damage Pitaya and Capsaicin are going to do is actually going to increase over time because they are able to survive. So you guys can see right here, 6 million, almost 7 million from Capsaicin, as well as 9 million, almost close to 10 million coming out from Pitaya. Alright guys, so here we go. There's the Blueberry Pie comp. Let's see how well our full Solid Almond Capsaicin will do against a Blueberry Pie comp, because, you know, Capsaicin is not going to pop the immortality right away. And we have Pitaya, who's able to kind of dodge some of the, you know, debuffs from like Frost Queen and the Sleep as well. And I think that's actually literally what happened here. And Capsaicin, all right, with the ability from the shield that Pure Vanilla provides, survived, was able to, you know, deal the damage, and Pitaya is able to survive as well. All right, so not bad at all. You know, our Capsaicin doing 2.5 million, as well as Pitaya doing 3.2. All right, and yeah, just we were able to still take advantage of this Blueberry Pie comp. All right, guys, so here we go. This is going to be Capsaicin against the Brute one-shot comp. All right, because Capsaicin does have the full Solid Almond, Capsaicin is going to not die off right away. All right, and here we go. Capsaicin still alive. The immortality did pop. All right, but we still have the you know, Pure Vanilla alive because of the whistle heal. We have Capsaicin still alive, taking advantage of the whistle damage. All right, so here we go. We should be able to heal with Pure Vanilla here. All right, and Capsaicin uses skill one more time. All right, and I think we should be able to win this right over here. So that full Solid Almond Capsaicin, you know, preventing the immortality from popping right away. And with, you know, Pitaya did die, but Pitaya's whistle buff did heal our Pure Vanilla, allowing us to actually take this victory. All right, so there you guys go. Capsaicin absolutely carrying the team with 5.4 million damage. All right, guys, here we go. Another Mala sauce. All right, another Mala sauce with the Stardust and Moonlight. All right, our Pitaya is taking the first sign of the start debuff this time around. And it should be that when the next skill rotation comes around, actually Pitaya took it again because of the skill rotation timing. All right, hopefully Pitaya is not going to die off anytime soon. We should be able to take advantage of this. Yep, and we were able to even purify it because of the built-in purify that Pitaya has. Capsaicin still just, you know, staying alive and applying all of those burn onto the enemy. All right, seems like their Moonlight is already dead. All right, it's just left with their Stardust. Okay, and we should be able to beat this without too much problem, honestly speaking. And there we go, 30-second mark. All right, and yeah, Mala is dead. Left with their Stardust, Hollyberry is dead, and boom, there's the Fire Breath, and it's over. So there you guys go. 10 million damage coming out from my Pitaya, 8 million damage coming out from my Capsaicin, and that Solid Almond, you know, even though it seems like you're losing out on some attack because of the, you know, timer buff that we have from the 1 minute and 30 seconds, as long as Capsaicin is able to stay alive and continue to apply that burn debuff onto the enemies, the damage output is just going to keep on racking up. But there you guys go. This is going to be the 2-1-2 comp with the full Solid Almond Capsaicin. And in my opinion, it does work really well, especially against majority of the 2-2-1 comps. I would say, you know, the cooldown is great, but you don't necessarily need to always have it, guys. You know, against majority of the 2-2-1 comp, having no cooldown does work out too. But just keep in mind, having the extra cooldown allows you to kind of make up for the time lost from the sleep debuff that Stardust and Moonlight are able to, you know, put onto Pitaya. But hopefully this works out for you guys and kind of prevent Capsaicin from dying off even before that 1 minute mark because of the full Searing Raspberry, and just go with the full Solid Almond. And it is now a pretty darn balanced team with all the topping setting, because one cookie is using full Searing Raspberry, one cookie is using full Solid Almond, one cookie is using full Swift Chocolate, and one's using mixed, and another one is using a full Swift Chocolate instead of having everybody use like a Swift Chocolate, full Searing Raspberry, or something like that. Hopefully you guys found the video helpful. Good luck with the arena climb, and I will see you guys on the next one.